The setting was a motor show that for the past 115 years has introduced all the latest trends and technology to North America, from fuel-sipping economy vehicles to million-dollar supercars.
We're at the New York International Auto Show, where lovers of performance and luxury from all over the world come to enjoy a wide array of sedans, SUVs, and there's a particular sports car that's revving my motor.
Formula One legends from James Hunt and Niki Lauda to Ayrton Senna and Lewis Hamilton have all driven McLarens to World Championship glory. These road cars are the heirs to that legacy.
Julian, how wonderful to travel halfway across the world only to see a South African as the head of sales for McLaren worldwide.
Well, it's nice to be talking to another fellow South African, and it's great to be as a South African working in the international motor industry and representing one of the, I think, the most iconic brands in the sports car market.
Other than myself, who is the McLaren driver?
There's a range of different people who buy our products. A fair number are people who really love the intrinsic ability of our cars, but there's also a lot who just love the look of the car, the style of the car, and the presence it has.
I'm not going to lie, I definitely suit a McLaren.
I think you'd be ideal in a McLaren, and I'm sure we can help you do that.
Beneath these magnificent interiors, the lightweight carbon fiber chassis weighs less than 80 kilograms thanks to the inspired design of Frank Stevenson.
If I have to consider who the most stylish man in the world is, I'd have to say it's you. You must have such an eye.
McLaren really fits really well for my type of thinking, especially because it's almost a scientific company. And there is a scientific formula to design. So what I've tried to do with McLaren is bring in what we call an inspiration from nature, which is biomimicry. Basically, you use intelligent design for your influences. If you study fast animals, fast birds, fast fish, things like that, they all have something very much in common, which is a lightness to the design. Everything is basically minimalized. In nature, you'll see cheetahs that look almost like they're starved. You know, they have their bones almost popping through their muscles, their tendons, things like that. That is just what you call design for lightness, design for speed. Same thing in fishes, for example. You get the sailfish, which is even faster than a cheetah, and it's going through water, which is a lot more resistant than air, obviously. There are things on the body that we use on the design of our cars to enable the car to be much more efficient. For example, in the air, the peregrine falcon. Everybody thinks that the most aerodynamic shape is something like putting your wings back or becoming almost like a teardrop shape. That is not the fastest design in aerodynamics. Actually, if you watch the wings of a peregrine falcon, it actually launches the wings forwards and then back, so it takes on a very different shape.
These cars really do resemble animals. You can almost see them moving and breathing.
Many new things are coming from nature. If you go into detail on the cars, you'll see that it's very, very differently designed from other products.
The absolute cherry on top of the New York Auto Show has to be the reveal of the brand new McLaren 570 S Coupe. Now, if you consider what the Batmobile was to Batman, this will be to this Wonder Woman.
Inside the achingly good-looking aluminium bodywork, with design features for increased downforce, lies a rear-wheel drive mid-engine powerhouse. The 3.8-liter twin-turbo V8 puts out 560 horsepower through 20-inch forged alloy wheels, but speeding is for the racetrack only.
David Gandy, welcome to Top Billing.
Thanks.
So, are you a car fan?
I'm a huge car fan. I've been a car fan since I was, my mum said I used to walk around with a car magazine in my hands. I couldn't even read, I used to look at the pictures, and that hadn't stopped, and that's sort of gone into a real passion. And after university I went to go and work for Auto Express magazine, and now I review cars for GQ, and yes, my passion for cars is huge.
Any favourites at the moment?
New McLaren. Looks fantastic. It's an important car for them. It's just a brilliant design, so I'm loving it at the moment.
Goodwin, there certainly is great debate as to who has the best job description in your company. I'm going with you.
If you speak to Mike Flewitt, our CEO, he will always tell you that I've got the best job in the company, and I think he's probably right.
Take me through a day in your life as the chief test driver.
I'm driving. I'm driving every day. We drive our cars from the very concept phase of a project all the way through to production, and we drive them on racetracks around the world, roads around the world, up in the Arctic Circle in the snow, in very hot climates, in deserts and so on.
I'm going to be taking the 650 around the track pretty soon. Any tips?
brake hard, use the carbon ceramic brakes hard and late, rely on the downforce, but be confident with your right foot, nail the throttle.
And of course that can be done in stilettos.
I've not done that personally, but I'll trust you to be our test pilot on that one.
With its aerodynamic styling, including front aero blades, fixed rear wing and rear diffuser, the 570S Coupe dares you to drive it.
Women can drive hot cars just as well as men can. We just look a lot more sophisticated doing it. Chris Goodwin, watch and learn.
This is the first time McLaren has offered its pioneering race-derived technologies in a sports car. And if the exterior lines and interior styling are designed to leave you speechless, then that twin-turbo V8 ensures no words are necessary the second you hit ignition. With normal, sport and track settings for the powertrain and handling, Jeannie went straight for track. With the confidence of being on the track, not on the road, and with the genius design, Jeannie soon felt fully in control of a phenomenal machine that gets you to 200 kilometers an hour in under 10 seconds. Reaching the speed of light is still a dream, but in this car, you feel very close to it.